Welcome to Guns and Gear Network, everyone. Appreciate you tuning in. Today we're going to discuss the Muddy River Tactical Kydex holster for my Canik TP9 SC. Stay tuned. Welcome back, guys. Appreciate you tuning in. So today we're going to take a look at my Muddy River Tactical Kydex, custom Kydex holster that I got in. If you follow my channel, you know I got in the Canik TP9 Elite SC, and I needed a carry option for it. And so normally what I do, because I have a channel and people send me holsters all the time, things like that, I usually try catering to them first, but the ones that had sent me holsters in the past, I could not find anybody that had exactly what I wanted. Some didn't even offer a Canik option, so I had to start looking out a little further and started doing general searches like you guys would. And I'd heard some different companies bounced around, and because I had searched, because Big Brother's looking after you and listening to what you say, Google and everybody else, I started getting inundated with these recommendations on Facebook. Oh my gosh, like every third post, I was getting a holster company recommendation. So I looked through those, I looked through just general searches on the internet, and this company kind of had it all in what I was looking for. Muddy River Tactical, they're a family-owned company. The gentleman over there that owns it's name's Kevin, and really nice guy. I've talked to him now a couple times. We'll talk about my conversation, why I talked to him here shortly. So they had everything I wanted, and then another thing that I noticed on some of these other websites, they were showing like 15 to 30 day ship times. Even on like some of the eBay places that sell Kydex, they were showing 14 to 18 day ship times and whatever. Kevin showed 1 to 3 days on his website. So I was like, okay. So I reached out to him, and the reason I reached out to him was because on his selection of when you pick out your holster and all the features of it, it did not show an RMR cut option. So I reached out to him, he said, yep, just put it in the notes. So when you check out, there's a little note section, just put RMR cut or whatever, and they'll do that. And I asked him about the ship times. He said, normally if I get the order tonight, I'll ship it out tomorrow midday or something. I was like, okay. So I ordered this on the 3rd, and today is the 7th, and I already have it. So there, go figure. So it was that quick. He does ship priority mail. Or at least USPS is what I got. I can't remember if it's priority or not, but either way, it got here very quick. And I think they're based in Missouri. So there you go. Quick shipping, quick everything, quick turnaround. Let's take a look at the holster and what all you get and how I ordered it. So when you're getting Kydex, guys, and I'm sure everybody's talked about this or whatever, there's two things I look for that's really important to me. The fit of the firearm itself, first and foremost, and then the finish. How is it finished, the holster itself? And then I look at the construction and design, because you want round radiuses. You want things smooth against your body, especially if you're doing inside the waistband. You don't want all this squared off stuff or kind of stuff that kind of comes to a little point area, things like that. The more smooth and round radiuses is what you want. And this one had all that based on what I was seeing on the pictures. Another thing I look for, see how this is rolled in on the end? That's going to be very smooth right there against my body. So that's another thing you got to look at. So I decided to try this. This is called the Claw, I've been told. And this is designed to, when you put it in, to help from printing, where this firearm normally is kind of sticking out, and then you might have a shirt or something printing, showing that there's something there. This pushes it against your body. So your belt goes through here. This kind of pushes against the back side of the gun, which causes it to push against your body to keep it from printing as bad. So I wanted to try that, and I ordered that. That is a separate piece that you have to buy. So let's talk price real quick. The holster was $29.95 in a basic black tactical Kydex, I think is what they call it. And then the magazine, you can buy this as an extra add-on. It was $19.95. The Claw was $10. The total, there was no extra charge for the RMR cut or anything. Total price was $67.46. Then I had $6.50 in shipping, so $73.96. Now I did use a coupon code that he had shown on the top of his like website area. I think it was Family 10 or something like that for 10% off. So if you're going to go over there and look, be sure to look for that 10% off. It'll basically pay for shipping for the most part. So for $73.96 is what all you see here. Very reasonable in price. Again, $30 for a basic holster, and then I did the add-ons that brought it on up there to about $67. So if you look at the holster itself, again, nice radiuses, nice and round and smooth. High polish all along here. If you look, that's actually kind of shiny where it's been on a buffing wheel, which means it's going to be nice and smooth. And then it's got the sweat guard area here. And then it also protects this magazine release. So I'm going to demonstrate something to you, because I've had these holsters in the past that this was a weak area, and you literally, if you put enough pressure against this, your magazine would pop out. So I'm going to show you something. If you watch my fingers, they're going to turn red because I'm pushing so hard on that I can't get this to release. That's what you want to see, guys, and he's accomplished that with this design. So that's an important factor when you're looking at these holsters. Make sure you have some type of protection over that area there. So let's discuss RMR cuts real quick. So if you look, there's a fairly large gap between here and there. I've seen holster makers do it both ways, where this is more covered. So in other words, you could fill in that gap, because they have to cut this out, and they could cut less, and then you would have this kind of filled in right here. So there's two thoughts on that. If it's filled in right here, you're going to get a little more protection, I guess, from dust and things like that right in this area, and maybe get a little protection of your lens of your or your optic, right? So that's one way to think about it. The other way to think about it is in a competition style holster, these cuts are typically even deeper than that. So they'll even come way down here, and the whole front of the holster is open. This is kind of a compromise. The more the cut is, the quicker it is to draw. So in other words, to get up and over out of this holster. If I had another half to 3/4 of an inch, that's half to 3/4 of an inch. I've got to go that much taller before it comes out of the holster, which could be, I won't say problematic, but it's going to be harder. You're going to have to pull up that much higher in an awkward position. Say you're carrying at the 6 o'clock position, or at least the 4 o'clock, not 6 o'clock, but 4 o'clock position. You're going to have to kind of get this firearm fairly high up and out. So this right here is kind of a compromise for the RMR cut. Again, they're custom made. So if you got a question about the RMR cut, discuss that with Kevin prior. So I've talked to him twice now on the phone, and he answered both times just like that. No, and I like that. He had a phone number right on his website, good customer service, very quick to answer the phone. Lightning speed shipping, guys, so everything went very smooth with this. I like it. The fit and finish is nice. I ordered it with a standard belt clip. This is the tried and true. I've had this style on a ton of different holsters. I like it. It suits my purpose just fine, and that's what I got. They've got their logo kind of laser engraved right here, Muddy River Tactical, which is a nice little touch there. So you're going to get this bag. You're also going to get 2 standoffs. At least I did, and I assume everybody gets them. I don't think he threw it in there as an extra because there's 2 different sizes. So I guess if you're kind of a skinny guy and you need a little more oomph back in here to push it back, then this taller standoff might be the option, but it's got 2 standoffs. I guess to kind of figure out what's comfortable to you. So it does include that. Includes an Allen wrench to make your adjustments to everything, to make sure everything's tight. Did come with a little bit of Loctite here, a little sample pack of that if you need to Loctite any of your screws. Lifetime warranty, 100% satisfaction. I talked to him a little bit. He said, hey, if you're not happy with it, be sure, you can send it back. You got 15 days, whatever, to send it back. They'll replace it free of charge, fix it, repair it, whatever. Lifetime warranty, and they guarantee that made in the USA. So really cool, guys. Satisfaction 100%. So that's kind of hard to beat. And again, their phone number's right there. A lot of these people don't deal with phone numbers. I like the fact that he answers the phone. As a matter of fact, when I called him the first time to discuss the RMR cut, I said, I bet you answer the phone a lot. And he said, yeah, quite a bit. So I got this as an option, like I said, it was $19.95 to add this, and I thought, sure, why not? So again, I look for a few things. I like these rounded radiuses. They are much more comfortable than something that's squared off and things like that. Again, high polished edges all the way around. This one is not adjustable retention. It's got the basic, what I call Kydex rivets in it. So this one was a little tight for me, I'll be honest with you. And I did make an adjustment to it using a heat gun. So that's the good thing about Kydex. It's good product, it's an excellent product, but it's not kind of one size fits all a lot of times because of the way it's designed. It's handcrafted, things like that. So you might have to tweak it and just for your satisfaction a little bit sometimes. I've had some holsters that were like nice, but they maybe had a rough edge and I just had to polish that up. Could happen in manufacturing, just an oversight, but there's little things you can do. This one I did have to adjust the retention. I thought it was a little tight for my taste, and it's still snug, but I would rather have it snug than too loose where this is going to fall out. But it slides in real nice. When you do, when you're looking at the way Kydex is made and these holsters or holders for your magazines, you always want to make sure that it is made with bullets forward. And what that means is if this is on my belt and it's around on my left hand side, when I go to grab it with my left hand, I'm grabbing it here, I'm pulling up and out, and these bullets are on right there. So that's an index point. I'll show you what that looks like. So put that back, firearms here. When you're pulling this out of your belt, now I've got an index point, and I talk about this in firearms training a lot. Make sure you index it. I don't care if this is in my pocket. When I reach for a magazine, this is the way I'm looking. I'm feeling for that nose of that bullet. And now I have a guide to get it into the firearm, just like that. So anyway, make sure bullets forward, guys, the way it goes. But again, standard belt clip, I've always liked those. Works just fine. Got the nice where it clips in, kind of locks into your belt. So there's that. And like I said, guys, I really like it. Pretty happy with it. I think it's going to be comfortable. I'm going to have to get used to that claw thing, kind of new to me. But wanted to try something a little different, and I'm pretty satisfied with this whole setup. You do get this nice little sticker here and so forth. But anyway, guys, I want to thank Kevin over at Muddy River Tactical for sending this over lightning fast. Everything went smooth. Like I said, he was willing to answer a couple questions or anything like that I had. FYI, I forgot before I leave you, this is adjustable for cant a little bit, and I'll demonstrate that. So you come in here, unloosen these, unloosen this one, and now you can adjust the cant like that. See that? So that's in the straight up and down. That's more at an angle. So that's the way I'm going to run it, a little more at an angle, so it kind of tilts. And what that's going to do is tilt the gun a little forward like that. So it's a little easier for me to get a hold of, especially in the position I wear it. And then just come in here and tighten these back down. So it does have adjustable angle for your belt clip there, so just keep that in mind too. But anyway, guys, appreciate you tuning in. Again, I want to thank Kevin for getting on this and having a good product. I really appreciate that. If you got any questions, if you got any experience with Muddy River Tactical, be sure to share that with us. That's always helpful. And as always, guys, like, share, and subscribe. Bring another video shortly. Have a great day.